Now let's move on to phase two of the making money online process. So in phase one, we covered why people use the internet, what they're looking for, and how to make money from that process. In phase two, we need to get into more about how you can communicate with people that are looking to solve problems in order to get them to pay attention and listen to you and ultimately do something that makes you money. Whether it's clicking on an affiliate link and buying a product that you get paid a commission for, or ultimately buying something you're selling, whether it's information or some type of product that you're selling to fulfill that need and to solve a problem. The number one thing that you have to learn in order to be able to communicate with other people in this process is understanding the process of what benefits are and how that relates to the person looking for things in their life. Benefits are essentially what a product or a solution will do for someone, how it will change their life, how it makes their life better, ultimately how it solves the problem. So solving the problem is ultimately what they're looking for, but why they have the problem in the first place will help you actually sell to them or do something that makes money in this entire process. So it's important to understand the elements of benefits of something. And then, of course, as the great copywriter John Carlton talks about, you go even deeper than that, which is considered the benefit within the benefit. Let me explain what that is. Let's say somebody wants to make more money. They want to make money from home somehow. They're looking on the internet for ways to make more money. So let's say they want a home business. So they'd love to have a home business of some sort, and they'd love to be doing something that'll generate another $500 a month in income. So the benefits to the problem they need more money. They're looking for the solution, which is something that will help them make more money, a process, a system, a method for making more money. So the benefit to that solution is what? Well, the benefit would be money. That's why they want the solution and hopefully finding a solution that works. So the benefit is money. But that's not the real reason why the person is looking for this solution. To really dig deep and understand that, you have to understand that benefit within a benefit. And this is really what you have to learn how to master in order to really communicate with people and be able to powerfully sell people your products, as well as even recommend and encourage them and endorse other companies' products if you're going to make money as an affiliate marketer. So what's the benefit within the benefit of them making money? Well, it could be to take a vacation, to pay for their kids' college education, to buy a new car, to buy new clothes. It could be to buy them plastic surgery. It could be a new house. The list goes on and on and on of why somebody would want more money. But when you can figure out the key things, the key benefits within the benefit of what someone wants, then it's much easier to communicate with them and formulate your information and your content on the internet. And that's the other thing to realize about the internet. The entire internet is made up of content. It's information. So in order to have the right information that will be the most effective to generate income for you and turn into cash, again, whether it's selling your own stuff or selling someone else's stuff, you have to be able to write content or have someone else write content that will speak as best as possible to the person that ends up on that page, and even a step before that, through marketing, a person that's looking for something that ends up finding a link to that page. And you do it through this benefit within a benefit process. So knowing that the person looking to make more money from home is really doing it because of the benefits such as going on a vacation or the college fund, new car, and so forth, now you know a lot more powerful things to reference when you communicate with them in your information. Let's do another quick example. Let's say someone is looking online for information or a product or some kind of solution for self-defense. Now, self-defense and being able to defend yourself is the key benefit. So if they're looking for ways to street fight, that's a way of a method of self-defense. So technically the benefit in that is defending themselves. But really, there's more to it. You have to look to the benefit within the benefit. So why would someone want to learn self-defense? Well, it could be because of fear. Maybe they're afraid of getting attacked when they walk to their car after work. But typically this kind of thing goes even beyond that. Maybe it's about self-confidence. Maybe they've been shy their whole lives or timid, and they just feel like if they learn to defend themselves, they would be in a much better mental position to feel good about themselves because they're not as timid. And it could be fear as well. They're not as afraid. They tie together. It also could be fitness related. Some people want to learn self-defense because many self-defense techniques like boxing and Taibo and all that kind of stuff, Thai fighting, all that kind of stuff, martial arts, is not only a way to defend themselves, not only a way to build their self-confidence, but it's also a way to get in good shape and to increase their flexibility. Well, if you only thought people were looking for self-defense related solutions, then you might only communicate with them in terms of, hey, are you afraid of, walking out of work and being attacked and not being able to defend yourself? Then if you get this book that I recommend, or you buy my course on how to defend yourself, you'll never have to be afraid again. Well, that might work for some people that are looking for information on self-defense with the benefit within the benefit in mind of fear of being attacked and needing to defend themselves. But if you don't mention anything about the self-confidence part or really get into more about the fitness and other things, you have a less likely chance of having an effect on that person. Because it's very possible that the information you have on your internet web pages don't appeal to that person because you're not communicating enough of these benefits within a benefit that actually relate to that specific person and their specific problem. So this is the basics of phase 2 of being able to make money on the internet. It's understanding why people are looking for these solutions and what's within the psychology and the means behind why they're looking for those solutions. The more you're able to communicate and speak directly to someone, and you do that by covering your basis of really hitting on as many benefits within a benefit that you can. If you could come up with 20 detailed benefits within a benefit of why people want to make more money or why they want to defend themselves, you cover a broader range of the market that may stumble upon your webpage that talks about the solution of whatever it is, self-defense or money. So this is phase 2 of our process.